Hello world, this is NBI and I am Nadira Baye with Nadira Baye Inspires, and I'm here to inspire you. First and foremost, I would like to give thanks to the Almighty God. Thank you so much. Thank you for everything that you have blessed me with. Thank you for everything you have blessed others with. Thank you for everything that exists. Thank you so much for everything from the bottom of my heart. This would not be possible if it were not for you, so thank you. And to my family, my loved ones, everyone, I love you so much. Thank you for all being there for me and supporting me and everything that I have done, and just really being that beacon of light for me. And I'm just so grateful for everyone that I love and that is in my life, and it's graced me with the presence of knowing them and sharing their heart with me. To my brother Hassan with Shoot with Haas Productions, that is in Brooklyn. He is the magic behind this. He is the one that is making this possible, so I thank you too. I thank you to my hairstylist, Nicole. She has, her shop is Cleo's in Montclair, New Jersey. She is an amazing hairstylist, and she is just a presence and a force to be reckoned with. And the fact that she's able to live out her gift and to make other people feel beautiful along the process is amazing. So check her out, Montclair, New Jersey. Check out Shoot with Haas Productions in Brooklyn. And you were checking me out because you're listening to NBI Inspired. So thank you so much for all that. So if you've been with me for the first 5 episodes, and if you haven't, you can go back and listen. This is episode 6, and every episode appears every Monday. And today, episode 6 is about honor. So the topic is honor. The meaning of the word honor, because you know I always look up the definitions. I just like to start with that. Well, I start with appreciations, and then like to go into making sure I give you the actual definition for the word for the topic of the episode. And the meaning for the word honor is to have high respect and great esteem. Honor is the idea of a bond between an individual and a society as a quality of a person that is both of social teaching and of personal ethos that manifests itself as a code of conduct and has various elements such as valor, chivalry, honesty, and compassion. Whoa. Honor is very, when I think of honor, I think of very old world. I think of just traditions and ethics, and it's such a very noble trait. It speaks to humbleness. It speaks to something that I believe is something that we all should achieve to have. Honor is the ultimate respect. It is a word that starts with H, and also humbleness starts with H. I believe that in order to have honor, you have to be humble as well, and to have a high respect is of great importance. You know, to have honor is to make sure that you value standards and you have execution, and you filter an environment that thrives on teamwork. You know, teamwork that makes sure everyone has the same common values and they lift each other up with grace and respect on a higher level. That's what honor is to me. And when you operate in that level and you have a set of values and you surround yourself with those people that have that same values, you all thrive. You thrive, and you're thriving for a better world, a better you, a better them, a better us. And to do that, you have to be consistent. You have to push yourself every day for those values, to make sure you have those common values, to make sure you have those ethics, and make sure you have those high standards, to making sure you have dignity. You know, you have grace. That's what honor is, grace, honor. It is something that, it's not a word you hear a lot. Not that I would say I hear a lot about. And it's, you know, it should be, because it's a beautiful thing. Honor it's good, it's deep. You know, I definitely see it's missing. And why I think it's missing is because a lot of things are very on the surface. A lot of things in the world are now on the surface, and unfortunately a lot of things are very face value. And like I stated in the video prior, is about things being real quick. You know, we get things real quick. And when you have honor takes time. Honor is dedication. Honor is discipline. And honor is having value and respect. And that's something you hear the elders talk about all the time. And, you know, when you have, you know, traditions and things like that, there's a lot of honor. And when you see things as far as like martial arts and things like that of those nature, and there's honor built in that, and you have to reach to a certain level, and you have to build that up with discipline and consistency and execution and hard work. That is a great thing. That is a great thing. And when it comes to honor, you know, when I think of honor, I definitely think about the elders. I think about my parents tremendously. I think about how we were, as growing up as children, we were in martial arts, and up until to this day, you know, my father is very big on martial arts, you know, with Kung Fu and Tai Chi and Kumdo, and with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and all of those things that build character. Character is important because in order to have honor, you have to have character, but you have to know who you are. In order to have that, you got to have values, and which comes with respect. And it's something that, like I said, it takes dedication, it takes effort, it takes execution, and it's not something overnight. Honor is something that not everyone is doing. And why everyone is not doing is because honor takes work. You know, honor also starts with another word, H. To be healthy takes work, you know, so honor is healthy. Honor is respect. Honor is making you wholesome. And when you have honor, you are working on you, mind, body, and spirit when you have honor. And when you have that and you have other people that are also like-minded with you, they also behold that same honor. And when you are in a field where you have to reach certain levels, and you achieve it, like I stated, in martial arts with different belts and things of that nature, and your teachers, and you honor them and they honor you, but it's about a conduct, it's about character. It's very, very important. And as far as the way you raise children and bringing the youth along with an honor is the way you speak to someone, the way you think, the way you carry yourself, the way other people carry themselves. It's very, very important, honor. You know, like I said, it definitely gets overlooked nowadays because it's not something that's valued, because it's something that takes effort, it takes work. But remember, if something comes fast, for the most part, if something comes fast, it's not necessarily going to turn out for the best because it's not earned. And honor has to be earned as well. If you're in a relationship or someone that you're seeking out and it happens really fast, you don't really not honor that person because you're like, man, I got it fast. You know, that's just keep it real. You got it fast. You don't honor that person. But that person, and each person should make sure they are giving self-love and honor themselves. The previous video was about love. Episode 6 was about love. Episode 5 was about love. Episode 6 is about honor. It's in order. And in order to have honor, you got to have some self-love because you got to know who you are. You got to know who you are if you're going to have honor. And you will honor yourself, and you will honor, like I stated, mind, body, and spirit. And for women, now to the ladies out there, you honor yourself. Don't do something based on someone else's expectations of you. What do you want for yourself? How do you view yourself as a woman? What type of woman do you want to be? And it has nothing, it's not superficial. Don't let it be superficial. Don't let anyone tell you how it needs to be. How do you feel? You have to feel good about it. And how you know it's honor is you don't feel like you're being taken away. You don't feel that you're losing yourself. You're feeling that you're becoming better, and you're being positive, and you're becoming stronger. That's how when you know it's honor. Your character is building, character building. You feel that you have a cohesiveness. You feel that you have this good way of conduct where you have respect for yourself and others, where the words that you say, you understand have power and are shaping a positive world. Honor. And then the generations coming up, you can teach them a way how to be. But honor is not something where you're losing yourself and you're negative and you're allowing other people to project what they think is supposed to be on you. That's not honor. Honor is putting in the effort. Honor is doing what most won't do, choose not to do because it takes work. Honor is sometimes refraining from giving into certain things that are not good to you. Honor is sometimes is reflecting. Honor is working on yourself day to day. Honor is making sure that you look at yourself and you observe yourself and you study yourself to see what you need to do to become better. Not better than other people, not better than anyone else, but better than yourself, better than you were yesterday. That's your competition. Honor is making sure that whoever you choose to spend your life with, they know who you are because you know who you are and you love who you are. And it's an honor for them to even have your heart because they know how special you are and you know how special they are. But love yourself. You know, like when I'm stating to the women out there, ladies out there listening, everyone listening. But as far as sometimes around the world, there's a lot of body shaming for us women, and sometimes projected on men, projecting that on women, and sometimes women, we project that on other women too. And like I said, this platform is about inspiration, but being inspirational, you have to be honest. And sometimes we are human, we will pass judgment, and that's not cool. You don't know what's going on, so mind your business. Don't project other things on other people. Doesn't matter how someone is looking and judge. Yes, you're like, I don't approve, but that's not your business. It's not for you to approve. You need to work on yourself. But when you honor yourself, you carry yourself a certain way, and you don't have to leave everything out there. And just because someone is dressed a certain way or looks a certain way doesn't mean you should disrespect them. And I do not agree with that whole notion. I only respect those that respect themselves. Excuse me, sometimes some people can't see the light in them and can see the greatness in themselves. And had you had self-love, you would be able to help build that person up for self-love. And if you had honor, you would help that person see honor, give them honor. But because you want to project negativity onto them because you don't have self-love, and you put them down, you think that's okay. And I don't care if that's what's going on in the world. It doesn't matter. You need to give love and be loved. You don't treat other people that way. Don't not respect someone just because they don't respect themselves. You don't know what people are going through. You don't know their paths are going through. But hopefully this lovely platform will help and lift people up with inspiration, but make people feel good. But you need to make sure you look into honing in on who you are, who you want to be, and list the things that are important to you and have that respect, honor. Oh, so good. Back in the day, the elders would be like, make sure you're doing this, making sure you're doing that. If there was a suitor, if there was a man that was interested in a woman and he wanted to marry her, he had to meet her dad first. That wasn't happening. And then if he wanted to meet her dad, the father or another male companion, an uncle or brother, would have to accompany them because they honored their daughters. Honor. You just don't want to give anyone a time of day. You don't just give anyone anything. No. Honor yourself. Because the more and more you get to know yourself and love yourself and value yourself, you can give that out to others. But you will want to make sure that you are respecting yourself first. And that comes with everything. The words you say, the thoughts you think, the things you see, the things you engage in, all of that. Honor. And honor is something that you feel good about. And surrounding yourselves with people that are like-minded as well. And then you have your mentors around, and you have levels. You have levels of and you discipline yourself, but you have levels of things that you have to work on to achieve to make sure that you're getting better. Honor, so very huge. Very huge. And going back to the body shaming of women, whether it's men shaming women shaming women, no matter what it is, it's not okay. No body shaming should have. No one should be shaming anyone, first of all. Like I stated before, mind your own business. Focus on you. Self-love. If everyone was more on to working on themselves and developing themselves, we wouldn't have the hatred that we have today. It's more so looking outward what other people are doing instead of focusing on yourself. Just perfect concentration, focus on yourself. And as far as the body shaming, there is a sisterhood, and to create that sisterhood is to be positive. Sometimes, some women, some people will make each other feel that it's okay to disrespect them. Like I said, it's man or woman, other men on each other, men on men, women, just people, no matter what it is. Try not to do that. If you don't like how other people make you feel doing that, don't give that to other people. Whatever you want to get back, that's what you have to give. You get what you give. It's very simple. I know it's just like, well, it's not as easy as that. Well, sometimes it is. And that's why you want to make sure that you're careful of the things you do. But when you're honorable about it, it's easier to do it. And when I stated things like martial arts, those martial arts that is their job, is to have honor. So when you have those martial arts and they're geared to honor, everything else in your life that you're building your character, that's what you'll look for that. And you'll thrive in that because you're already surrounding something. Your core is that discipline. That martial art is that discipline to keep you focused, and that becomes your way of life. And that's a great thing because now you're having something to adhere to. We live in a times where people don't want to necessarily be held responsible and feel free to just do anything without any type of consequences, and that's not okay. And that's living without honor, and that's not what you want. Because when you live without honor, that means you have no boundaries. And not having healthy boundaries is not a good thing. You want to have healthy boundaries because healthy boundaries allow you to understand where you cannot, certain places you just can't go. There's some places you just can't go, and you have to know when to go and when not to go. You have to know, like, some things you just shouldn't say. Like, you wouldn't go see someone that was sick really close to you and they say, well, how do I look? You wouldn't say, well, you look like crap. You look like you're not going to make it. That's unhealthy. Why would you say that? Boundaries, healthy boundaries. No, you want to lift that person up because who knows? God might have that person. They might not leave. You don't know. You could be leaving. You don't know. You don't know how the story's going to end. It's not up to you know how the story ends. What it's up to you to do is make sure that you're putting love into the world and being honorable and saying kind things and thinking kind things and doing kind things, having honor. And it's not so much about what other people perceive of you, because sometimes people perceive things that are not correct, but you just want to make sure that you're doing what is right. Make people feel good, but make yourself feel good and have that love. Honor who you are, honor who others are, honor your family, honor your friends, honor your words, honor other people's words, honor your body. Very important. Honor your body. Doesn't matter what the media is showing you. Honor your body. Honor your feelings. Doesn't matter what the media is showing you. Honor your feelings. Honor other people's feelings. Honor other people's bodies. Don't be grabbing. Like, what are you doing? Honor people's space. Honor your own space. Honor your time, other people's time. Honor your money. Honor other people's money. Honor your gifts and your talent. Honor other people's gifts and talents. Honor your dreams. Honor other people's dreams. Honor your craft. Honor other people's craft. Honor your commitments and your promises. Honor other people's commitments and promises, and so on and so forth. Honor is very, very huge. Very, very huge. And as time goes on, we see things that are advancing quite quickly. And the youth are looking for the elders to teach them how to be. And one of those ways is with honor. And that's why you want to honor life, honor the elders, honor the youth, honor tradition, honor values, honor being kind, honor being gracious. Those are the things you want to lead the youth with, because they don't know, and they're looking for the elders to teach them how to be. And sometimes, yes, we know, when you're young, you think you know everything. You're like, oh. That's not the case. And then sometimes the elders, of course, they've been through it and at times are advancing, but then sometimes things are some things or the core are still going to be what they're going to be. So you want to respect your elders. And as for the elders, you want to make sure you're respecting the youth and come together. But when you have that honor and you're listening and respecting each other, that's when you're able to move forward in a healthy way. But one of those things, one of the best ways to make that happen is slowing things down. And these times of COVID is a way of reflection for us to slow it down and reflect and really think about what we want out of life, what we want to do, who we want to be, who we are, and getting back to traditions and values and all the things I listed about honor and much more, many, many more things, where you can reflect and think about the things that are very important. And coming with that comes honor. Very, very huge. So, I ask you, what does honor mean to you? What does it really mean to you? What does it look like when you think of honor? Do you think honor is important? If it's not, what is important? And who have you been honorable to? And do you feel that you're honorable? Where do you feel that you fall as far as honor, the word honor? And do you feel that you're upholding that value and that virtue of honor? Do you feel that you are? And if you're not, why not? Remember, this platform is not about being judgmental. This is not about preaching, nothing like that. This is all about inspiration and positivity. And in order to have that, you have to be honest and have a self-reflection. And I stress a lot about self-reflection. And I know myself as a human being, I try to self-reflect a lot and who I am as a person and the values that I have. The self-reflection is daily anyway, multiple times in the day. But that's a great thing because it teaches you to slow down. Like I said, one thing about COVID and about these times is teaching us to slow down and look at other people and their lives and what is going on. And truth be told, no one likes wearing a mask. We know that. But you know what? What about the people that always have to wear a mask because they're sick? What about those people where, yes, you're in your homes, but there's some people in their homes, it's a terrible situation. They're not in a really good place. What about the people that don't have anything to eat or a healthy place to sleep or anything like that? It's just about thinking of others instead of yourself in a way of being selfless, and to have honor is to really, when you look in like the martial arts, and when you look in things that anything that involves a team, as far as being a warrior, things like that, it's all about the team, making sure the team is doing well. And you always see the leader pushes everyone with tough love because they see the light at the end of the tunnel. They see the goal. They see where we got to get to. They understand that. And with having honor is putting the other people before yourself, and having that expectation of making sure that we are putting so much good into the world, and we are trying to make people see their light and their greatness, and to overcome who they were yesterday, overcome the darkness that resides in all of us, to do the best that you can, and not be so concerned about you. Have that self-love and reflect, but don't be arrogant. Be inspiring, be humble, be confident, but be good to people, be true. That's what honor is. And like I said before, yes, it's missing in the world today, but it doesn't mean it's obsolete, but it's not something that is necessarily as constant as it used to be in generations prior, because the times that we're living in, and they are changing, they're different, but that does not mean that it doesn't exist. And that does not mean when people are like, that's just the way it is. No, make things right. How do you want things to be? Make it. Create the world that you feel happy to live in. And that that world should be filled with love, not negativity, with love. So honor is very huge, y'all. And I was thinking about this word before, and I was just like, I definitely want to talk about honor. And I hope it's a lot of the videos, most of the videos I will elaborate more on, if God blesses us to live another day, to produce more content, and to be able to elaborate on these categories, these topics, because they're so huge, and there's so much you can cover on all of them. And I just want to make sure that I can give you give a little bit of it, and that you're pleased with that. But I definitely want to make sure to elaborate all the topics. And if there's ever feedback that you would like to hear more topics about other things, I would like to get your suggestions. That's great too. But I wish you all the best. It is 2021. I hope 2021 is great for all of you, and that you're making the best out of everything. And like always, just remember, please be good to each other. All we have is now, so make it count. Have a good one. Thanks.